Hey guys, I was out feeding the animals this morning and I noticed that one of my older hens is pretty lethargic. She's laying around. It doesn't look like she's eating or drinking. She has all the symptoms of coccidia. So I'm going to grab her real fast and let you see her, and then we'll talk about that a little bit. Hang on. Okay, so we're back, and this little girl is having a tough day. I'm not sure how long she was up walking around yesterday. I hadn't seen her eat or drink, but she didn't look like she did this morning. Today she's pretty lethargic, like I said earlier, and not feeling well. So let me grab her. Also, I'm using gloves because I saw or read different information about coccidia being transmitted from animals to humans. Some say that it is possible, while others say that it is species specific. I'm not going to take any chances. Not only that, but I handle a lot of animals, a lot of different animals. We have some baby chickens right now, so I just don't want to do anything that would jeopardize spreading this from one to another. So just precaution. Okay. So this girl, she's about 4 years old. She is one of the original hens. One of the first ones I ever got. She's been a great hen. She lays about 250 eggs per year, which is about average for this breed. Super friendly. She's always been friendly. She's always let me connect with her and do anything that I need to do. But you can see that she is just feeling bad today. Her head is lowered. Her feathers are fluffy. I noticed some diarrhea earlier. All of those are signs of coccidia. Sometimes you'll see mucousy or bloody diarrhea. That's typically one of the first signs. And they just act depressed. They hunker. They will find a corner and they will just hunker down, and if not treated, it's going to kill them pretty quick. Now, coccidia is a parasite. It's an intestinal parasite, so it attaches to the intestines, and it basically retrieves any of the nutrients that the chickens get from their food. So it is depleting her of all of the important nutrients. She is probably dehydrated, but I have a medicine that we use for this. I'm just hoping that we've caught it in time and that it's not too late. Another thing that is important that I can't stress enough is if you have a chicken or an animal that you suspect has a parasite, the very first thing that you must do is isolate that animal. You have to put it into a quarantined area so that it doesn't spread this disease, because what's going to happen if you don't is going to be devastating. So I've moved her from her community and I've moved her into what I refer to as our ICU here on the farm. It's just an area that we put anyone that is sick so that they can rest, so that they can be at peace, and so that hopefully we can get them better. But more importantly, that they are quarantined and not spreading anything that they may have. So I'm going to go ahead and get the medicine ready for this treatment, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm going to show you the medicine that I'm going to use today on this hen for coccidia. It's called Corid and Prolium. It's a 9.6% oral solution. You can pick this up at Tractor Supply or any feed store in your area, but it's for the prevention of coccidia. So one of the things that you're going to notice when you pick a bottle of this up is that on the back it gives directions specifically for cattle. It's good for cattle, it's good for goats, good for chickens, obviously. You just have to do a little research to get your dosing right. So what I did was I jumped online and I found a place, Meyer Hatchery, and they have tons of information, but they give the dosing for chickens. So if you want to check out Meyer Hatchery, there's just tons of information at that website. So what we're going to do is the directions says to use 2 teaspoons, put that into a gallon of water, and let this be their drinking water for the next 5 days. Now that's for a heavy load of coccidia. If you're just preventing, then you can do a 21-day and use a smaller dose. Now instead of using teaspoons, I just converted that over to milliliters, mLs, so I can use a syringe. So a teaspoon of medicine converts over to 4.9 mLs. I'm going to make that an even 5 simply because this is a preventative. It isn't harmful. So it's not going to harm anything. So I'm going to make it an even 5 just to make it easier. Now, since it asked for 2 teaspoons, then obviously I'm going to use 10 mLs into a gallon of water. This will be their only source of water for the next 5 days. Now with this hen, she's pretty weak right now. This has hit her pretty tough. She's not up walking around. She's not eating a lot, much less drinking. So I'm going to offer this to her using a syringe and see if we can't give her some help. I have to first get this lid off. There we go. Okay, so we're going to use 10 mLs into a gallon of water. This is a 20 ml syringe. You can buy these also, Tractor Supply, any feed store. So I'm going to draw up 10 mLs. Right on the money. That's what happens when you work in healthcare for 15 plus years. I'm going to put that into the water. Drop the syringe. Now, I'm just going to mix it up. And every day when I offer them this mix, I'm going to make sure that it's mixed up, mixed well, so they get proper dosing. Okay, so let's go give her a dose. Okay, so I've drawn up the cord and water mixture. I put it into a syringe. Now, this isn't something that you have to do when you are using it as a preventative, but because it has hit her so hard, she isn't able to get up and eat and drink. She's not walking around a whole lot. So I'm going to try to speed up this process a little bit and try to give her a helping hand. So I'm going to try to just feed her a few drops of this, and hopefully she will accept it. So basically what I do is I bring a bubble of water up to the tip of the syringe and I run it along her beak so that she can see what it is. Most of the time, once they see that it's water, they'll start taking it in. So that's what I'm kind of hoping. She's taken a little bit, but I would like for her to have a little more. That's not working really well. She's probably a little sicker than I expected. The unfortunate thing is, with some animals, coccidia or a similar parasite will hit them and their immune system is strong and they can fight it for a while. And she may have been dealing with this for a few weeks and just not showing any symptoms. The problem with that is I don't notice a change until it's almost too late. So you just have to act quick and try several things and hopefully try to get them in the mending process. That doesn't always work, but we got to give it a try. We have to do everything. I mean, this girl lays 250 eggs for me every year. Those eggs go out to the community. They go out to the hospitals, to my friends, to my family, to my neighbors. That may seem silly by saying that, but she has provided a great service for 4 years. That's well over 1,000 eggs that she has provided. The least I can do is to try to get her better. Okay, so off camera I was able to give her about 2 cc's of the cord water mix. I'm hoping that that begins to work very quickly. At this point it's just a waiting game. Only time will tell. So I have her quarantined, I have her alone and where she is comfortable and safe. I will come out several times over the next couple of days and offer her that syringe of water unless she's up feeling better and drinking on her own. In that case, you know, I would let her just take care of that. But we're gonna do this, Lord willing, if she's strong enough and she can hang in there, we'll do this for the next 5 days. And then I'm going to go ahead and treat all my other chickens and clean out the coops and everything and just make sure that everybody is safe and parasite free. I'll check back in with you in a couple of days and give you an update. Thanks for watching.